Hey gang, this is Jason with For the Love of Tractors. This is the International 7788 from Spec Cast in 1/16 scale, and we're going to look it over today, so let's talk tractors, y'all. Alright, so let's talk about the real thing first here before we actually take a look over the toy. There were only 2 of these real 7788s ever made for International. They were made in the Steiger plant, and they are 330 horsepower and about 750 pound-feet of torque or so. They came with 24.532 tires, which are pretty well represented here in duals. And like I said, they were made by Steiger for International Harvester. This was, kind of around the time where the buyout happened, so you can kind of start to see some of the crossover and things like that here. The toy version, this was made for the Pennsylvania Farm Show, the 100th anniversary of that, and there were only 300 of the tractors with duals made. There were, I believe, 200 of the version with singles made. Now these are all resin cast, which was done to keep costs down. If this was die cast or kind of the other standard methods of manufacture, this would have been just super expensive and out of reach, and it never could have happened. As it was now, this was a $250 toy, give or take a little bit. The singles version's a little less expensive than the dual version, but I imagine the dual version was much more popular. It's just a better looking tractor, although I could be wrong with that. Anyway, just kind of looking at the tractor, one of the kind of odd things, but I guess they had to do it for resin to get the cast right and everything, is like when it comes in the package, like the air cleaner here is not attached. You have to install that, and it's kind of a goofy install. And then the same thing with the muffler. Now this is kind of cool though, because it kind of keeps it from getting broken. I'm not even sure. It probably goes that way. So that's a good thing. One of the complaints I think with the resin tractors all along has been that they're very fragile, and then also you've got paint issues with the resin tractors, and you can kind of see that on my model. I don't know if it'll show up too well on the camera, but a lot of the paint's wavy and things like that. So, but you get some really nice detail with these tractors. You get your work lights and your handrails, kind of your little foot grab down here, and your handrail here if you need to service anything up towards the front on the tractor. I'll just slowly turn it around here. Get a nice grill here with some lights inserted back in. Those are really just painted in there, but they look good. Can't complain about that any. A nice black grill up front. Moving it on over, you can see it rolls. I think it actually told me not to roll it in the box. This is the first tractor I ever got where you get like several sheets of warnings about what not to do with the tractor, which I thought was really interesting. It does not articulate, which is kind of to be expected with a resin tractor, that they're making it inexpensive. I guess if you really wanted to chop up a 1 of 300 tractor that cost $250, you could probably make it articulate pretty easily. One cool thing, and I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera or not, is you get some valve stem detail, and of course you got some bolt detail here. That's pretty neat. I really like that. I appreciate that effort that they put in. Kind of moving around to the side, we've got the side steps. Nice little door detail here. Doors do not open, in case you're wondering. Then we'll just move on around to the back of the tractor here, where we've got 3-point hitch. Nice realistic hitch here though, although you can't hook anything up to it because there's no actual hole there. 3-point does not move, which again, it's resin. It's to be expected. Work lights, flashers. Filler cap, and then you've got the rail here. We've got some neat warning labels here, and then for this last little bit of the video I'm going to pull the camera up and I'm going to see if I can get you some of the cab detail in there, which is excellent. That interior is really well done. You've got your levers and your knobs and readouts and things of that nature. Steering wheel, let's see if I can't kind of move it on over to the side and get you even closer to the inside there, just to check that out a little bit. Again, you've got all your hydraulics, you've got your pedals, a nicely detailed seat. I think that's really the part that shines on this tractor. I think they did a really nice job. So anyway, At least for me and my collection, I think this is an A-plus tractor. Really nice. $250. That's a little less than what you're going to pay for, say, a nice quality precision engineering piece, and probably a little more than you're going to pay for an Ertl tractor. But, Ertl's never going to make this international tractor, and Ertl's tractor is going to be all plastic as well. So, that will have its ups and downs also. So it's just kind of up to you. I highly recommend, if you're a four-wheel drive collector or international collector, you should definitely pick one of these up if you get the chance, because they will look great in your collection. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, For the Love of Tractors. Check out our Shapeways store, shapeways.com/shops/FTLOT. Appreciate you watching. Thanks. Have a great day.